Hey everybody, this is the Review Revolution coming at you with the last of the DC Universe Wave 6 figures. The last ones being the variants, Dr. Impossible of Mr. Miracle, and the mullet-haired Superman in his red and blues. I want to do Dr. Impossible first because he is actually a different character. He gets put into the variant category because for the most part he's just a repaint, but he is actually his own character. That being said, now the Marvel Legends figures. One thing I really liked about the Marvel Legends figures, at least the early ones, the Toy Biz ones, is that they would show you that the character who had a variant, what that variant would look like, so you know who it was and how different it was. In this case, the Superman and the Mr. Miracle, those variants are very unique and certainly ones you would want to pick up separately. Not like Deadman from this Wave 11, who really, I haven't got him yet, but I don't think is different enough. Steppenwolf is, Deadman, not so much. But as I said, Dr. Impossible, he is his own character, and his bio is, who is Dr. Impossible? On the surface, he appears to be a dark mirror image of Mr. Miracle, where Mr. Miracle is aided in his fight against evil by a personal supercomputer known as a Mother Box. Dr. Impossible accomplishes evil deeds with the help of a Father Box. Now, it's worth pointing out that Mother Boxes from Apocalypse will open boom tubes and control machines and so forth. It's interesting that the Father Box actually opens a hush tube, which definitely helps if you're a escape artist. Let's see. Dr. Impossible claims to be Mr. Miracle's brother from Apocalypse. Origins aside, Dr. Impossible remains a formidable foe and disturbing flip side to the powers of Mr. Miracle, which is kind of a non-answer to the original question, who is Dr. Impossible? We don't know. We don't know, and we're not going to be told. So, maybe in time. First appearance was Justice League of America Volume 2, Number 1. Real name unknown. Surprise, surprise. Occupation super escape artist. Base of operations unknown. Special abilities escape artist and technology expert. So, I guess he doesn't come packed in with any flying discs, so he doesn't get to fly. Doesn't mention his Father Box in his special abilities, but he does up here. It's because he doesn't come with one. And yeah, just basically the shadow of Mr. Miracle. So the perfect kind of character to make a variant of, because not only is it a different look on the same figure, but also a completely unique character. We'll take a moment and we'll pop him out of the pack and get a closer look. So we'll be right back. Alright, well now that we got Dr. Impossible out of the pack, I have to say, he's actually a really cool character, style-wise. Figure-wise, there's a few issues, there's a few things, but the one thing that I noticed first off was that he is certainly not a resculpt, or a repaint, I should say, of Mr. Miracle. If anything, he really is just a reuse, or a repaint, or a paint onto most of the Black Manta body. Very little original sculpting on it. As a matter of fact, I don't really think there's any, per se. There's the gauntlets on his gloves that paint-wise have a little bit, but no major issues. The clasp on his cape, definitely the same style as Mr. Miracle, and I'm guessing certainly came from the same mold, and therefore has the same kind of detail problems. It's just not as nice as it probably should have been. I don't know if you'll be able to see, kind of catches the light there. On top of his head, there is some cracking and some lines in there. I've seen that happen with other figures that have kind of just a solid head. It's not something that you would nitpick over, but it's definitely noticeable when you really look at it. Overall, the cape on him, much more flexible cape, not as hard as the Mr. Miracle figure was, definitely a little bit softer, and so as far as the articulation goes, doesn't limit it nearly as bad. Being that he just has the head on the peg, it moves up and down just fine. The arms come out, and again, because the cape is a little bit softer, it goes a little bit further back. Does have a twist. bicep, elbow, and wrist. So all good there. No belt. So again, no mother box, or in his case, father box. Has the crunch. Good crunch again. Little loose. For the legs do come out. Out again. Oops. Twist. Bend at the knee. And on the foot. Now, on the foot, I do want to point something out. His paint, for the most part, is actually a very nice black with the purple painted over it. I like the design. I like the color scheme. Black and purple are just good colors to go together. I mean, even if it bleeds through a little bit, it doesn't really hurt the overall appearance. And as far as the details, the lines on his legs, pattern on his chest, and so forth, all very clean. Not a whole lot of spray issues per se, but to kind of set it aside, his boots, you might be able to tell, are a very high black, very high gloss black, I mean. And because this is not a sculpt or repaint of Mr. Miracle, those anti-grav or circuit kind of soles to his feet aren't on here. This is just a flat plastic, which is pretty much in line with all the other figures in the line so far. Hopefully that will change. But it does mean that because it's this high gloss plastic and it's very, very smooth, if you don't stand him just right, once he gets to falling, he will just go. So that's something to kind of be careful for. Make sure that you've got him put in a place where if he falls, he's not going to cause any kind of avalanche of figures. It's not anything to do with the joints. This is strictly because the fact that it's a very smooth bottom on the foot, and it's a very high gloss black all over the bottom of the foot. Now, just like with Mr. Miracle, he is the right leg of Calabac, which we don't need, so we'll have a spare leg. Find something to do with that at some point. But for now, this has been the Review Revolution. Just a reminder, we're doing a race to 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank the Review Spot for mentioning that on his news and updates. Thank you, sir. And I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Guys, I hope you're going to enjoy these videos. I love talking about it and love reading what you have to say. So please, comment, rate, subscribe, join the revolution, and see you next time.